And we're live. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to this week's episode of our D&D campaign set in Eberron, the Machinations of Despair. We'll do pop across to Ian for some quick housekeeping first.
Yep, two things this week. First of all, end of this month, October 31st, we've got the live stream planned for Call of Cthulhu. Super excited about that. First of the characters has already been spoiled online, just to give you a little bit of a teaser of what's coming up, and another one is being revealed tomorrow. So book that one in your diaries. The other one is that this is for people that are local and people that are not local as well. We're kicking off our Adventurers League on Wednesday nights again. Got very popular in the store just before we all got locked down, but we're bringing it back online. We're going to be doing it on Roll20, and Paul, the guy above me, is going to be one of the DMs for those campaigns. So yeah, you get to play with him.
Forward to it.
So
looking
that's
for,
all.
Excuse me. Not figuratively. So we'll do a quick catch up from last week, and that'll be for Lester. You were volunteered.
You were volunteered, in your absence.
Did no such thing. I got a head wound. I can't remember.
You got a head wound. You can't. I'll make you. Okay. You'll
well, yeah.
For that later.
We did meet up with our two new party members, Courtney and Chen, last week, who came to our rescue.
Yes.
Khaled unfortunately lost a hand due to. Well, apparently my fault. I think I'm not entirely sure on that one. There was an awesome ship chase as well. That was quite cool.
Quite cool.
That was quite fun.
Limped back into Storm.
Well, we can turn around taking it, I'm sure.
I believe then you also had a quick catch up with Sal, Cardork's companion, who you exchanged your wishes for how you wanted the ship outfitted, and he was going to accomplish that and then accompany you on your expedition. And that is where we left off. Of course, you had a quick chat with Ezra Vesh back on the Lady Julian as well through the sending mirrors. Ezra Vesh will, of course, want to meet up with you in person at some point. The rest of it is up to you.
So where were we? We were still at the docks?
The airship docks, yes.
The airship docks, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. How are the modifications coming along at this point, or are we just...
They'll take a couple of days. It's nothing major. As I say, you're not having that much armor plating fitted to a couple of extra cannons and things like that. So nothing major. It will take a couple of days.
Pub, Cardok?
Yeah. Yeah. Pub. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would you mean? There's obviously multiple inns in Stormhome. Have you had any ideas of where you wanted to go?
The least elvish one possible.
That you will find very difficult in Stormhome. Inhabitants are mostly half elves.
Well, could we find one where they're at least only a quarter elf? Or something?
For that, I'd probably hazard a guess that your best bet is to just visit the local tavern
and kick the half elves out.
At the docks, they're most likely to have the most of mixing. Or there's always the Golden Sands Resort as well.
Golden Sands.
Golden Sands.
Sounds interesting.
Well, yeah, I'm interested as a person, but church is like...
Golden Sands
whatever.
Golden Sands, you will know, is effectively like the holiday district of it. So lots of vacations there. It's more of a resort.
I think we've earned a couple of days off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's do it.
You can grab a horse's carriage if you want. It's quite a walk away.
What does a Warforged do on holiday?
Get oiled.
Get lubed up. You know, I mean, I'm not entirely sure, but we're about to find out.
Sure. Eli, in case you've forgotten, the clock was ticking, and that errand that you undertook a couple of sessions back would be at completion now, as well.
Okay.
Okay. So to Golden Sands, horseless carriage. That'll probably be about 50 silver pieces. Probably all squeeze you in one horseless carriage. Takes you to Golden Sands. It's the city streets seem to open up, and you go to this rocky cove in a quiet corner. Outstretched before you is white marbled buildings, quite a lot communal, some smaller like chalets. And there was a tavern there.
Totally not inspired by Butlins, is it?
No, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. You see the occasional purple person walking past in a red coat.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. Well, I want to entertain Cardork with more of my imaginary drinking, so I'm happy to go to the tavern and chill for a bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
You walk into the tavern. It's quite a spacious tavern with a drinking area, obviously around the bar, and the majority of it laid out in tables, as there is table service here.
That sounds a bit too posh for Cardork.
So as long as they're ale.
People pay a lot of money to come here.
Well, I don't have a lot of money.
You spend all the booze.
But you're here anyway.
Well, me and Cardork are off drinking. I don't know what anyone else is up to.
Sure.
Well, I'm glug, 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 glug. I'm pouring it down my front. But
Okay. Are you setting up a tab behind the bar?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Let the drinks flow. Let's.
You walk up to the bar, and a gentleman with dark black hair walks up to you. Yes, sirs. What can I do for you?
We'll have 2 large pints of ale, please, and a saucer of milk from my kitten friend here in a point at Chen. Sorry, more dog-like. Bowl of water, perhaps?
Ale is fine.
Confused. Yep. But hands that over. I don't have.
I just interject and say to the barman, I want the highest alcohol content for the cheapest coin, and keep them coming.
We have some tequila that was shipped out from Moorland before the morning.
What kind of ale is tequila?
Rare. It's a spirit, sir, but you can drink it in the pint if you want. We have plenty of it.
Keep it coming.
Okay. It gives you a pint of Sire tequila. That'll probably be 20 gold pieces for that, but
20 gold pieces? Yeah, put it on the tab.
Okay. Certainly. He goes the extra effort and flakes some gold on top for you. Like always posh restaurants do.
Is that going to cost another gold?
No, that's on the house. So.
It's just this massive pile of salt and 4 lemons. To go with it.
Eli, what are you doing during this?
I think I'll go collect my information.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. So, what are you doing?
I'll go back down to the. I've forgotten where it was now. Oh dear, this isn't good.
That place.
Yeah, that one.
It was the banking guild, wasn't it, that you were going to? Yes, it was the banking guild. Sure, that'll be another 50 silver pieces for the horseless carriage back to Stormhome proper. Are you announcing this to your colleagues, or are you just turning about face and walking out the door?
I'll say that I'm going for a wander.
Okay.
I might be a while.
Courtney, what's Courtney doing?
I'd like to go to a library.
Sure. I mean, there's plenty about. Your best bet would probably be somewhere around the Pinnacle.
Okay.
But sure, are you accompanying Eli out then back into Stormhome,
Yeah.
or are you going your separate ways?
I'm more likely to go separate ways.
Okay, sure. Again, it'll be another 50 silver pieces for you then for the cab ride back into Stormhome. Sure.
Hey, you're getting a lot of custom off of us.
I know, backwards and forwards, isn't it? Sure. You continue drinking. Card Orc, are you drinking that drink that you've got?
Yeah, like water.
Okay, sure. I will need you to make. We'll say that. What are you properly downing it like a pint?
How do I word this?
Yes.
Yes.
I think the best way to down it like a pint, dependent on whose standard of of how quick someone should down a pint.
Yeah. Okay, can you make Constitution saving throw, please?
You sure it wouldn't be an intelligence saving throw?
I feel like I make a lot of these.
Yeah.
18.
Okay. You're feeling the effects of it, shall we say? You're certainly aglow.
It's like in Lord of the Rings Extended Edition, where Gimli and Legolas have a drinking competition, and Legolas looks down at his fingers and just stares and says, I think I feel it a little bit on my fingers.
Yes. Okay. I presume you guys going to be drinking till the wee hours of the night?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as the purple dinosaurs are on stage and dancing and.
Okay.
Who invited Barney?
We shall switch over to Eli. Eli, you arrive outside the doors of the banking guild.
Yeah, so I will go in and see if the person I spoke to last time is still there.
Sure. Yeah, he's
Hide the name tags.
he's at a desk at the moment, filling in some paperwork, oblivious to your entrance.
Okay,
Play it cool, Eli. Play it cool.
I have just realised, what was the other half of stuff that I...
It was another 500 gold pieces.
Rat. Should have thought
You don't have any gold, do you?
it. No. Well, this was a big mistake.
It's another 50 silver.
That's
to come to
another
us.
50 silver to come back.
What you've seen is just somebody effectively walk into a bank, check their pockets,
I walk back.
so walk back out again.
I will have. I mean, I believe I'm carrying a ton of gold at the moment still from the reward that we had previously. Let me just double check that.
You want
Oh
to
my
you want
god.
to do a quick rewind?
I would, yeah.
Okay, I'll let
Do a
it
quick
pass
bank
because
transfer.
I understood what your intentions were, but yeah. Just remember.
I have 466. I mean, money is kind of an irrelevant thing to church, so I will have just passed it over quite willingly.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
So
Okay, so that was 400 and what? Sorry,
I have 466. So he's
466.
Yeah.
Isn't that supposed to be for the tab?
No.
I thought you were covering that, Card Orc.
Yeah, I'll certainly cover it with something.
Chen, we may need a distraction.
It's fine. I can cover it.
So Eli, you've just received 466 gold, and now you're back at House Kundarak Bank. Walking in, the chap you had spoken to before is sat at a desk, oblivious to your entrance, filling in some paperwork.
Yeah, I will go up to the table and politely clear my throat.
Oh, welcome back, sir. And how have been your travels? And he
The
looks you
travels
up
have
and
been-
down and sees the blood stains and the dirt.
The trials have been eventful, shall we say.
Indeed, I mean, you're drawing quite a lot of attention to yourself, shall we say? I mean, for somebody with your set of skills, I thought you'd be more careful.
Well, this one turned out to be a little more than we realised it would be.
Indeed, but when you can just touch a stone and it clean yourself, it seems like you go to more of an effort to portray an image of somebody in the dirt.
Well, yes. That could be one way of putting it.
Anyway, I have that information you required. Do you have the coinage that I required?
I do have the coin.
Okay. He takes the 500 gold pieces off of you and gives you a slip of paper. On that slip of paper is an address. And they say the person you're after at least lived at that address until the money stopped. Fortunately, I can't tell you what happened to them afterwards, but that's where the funds were sent from. You'll see that it's in Roseward in Stormhome, so lucky for you, not far. Coincidental.
Very coincidental, yes. Right, now let's look at Stormhome. Ah, yes.
That's a very expensive piece of paper if you lose that.
1,000 gold pieces. That.
Yeah.
It's a bank. What did you expect?
Is the pen got like gold flaking blown over it whilst it was still damp slightly?
It wants to have.
At this point, its value should say at least that.
No, it's not a check.
That's just disappointing, really.
Anyway, if there's anything else you wish, I decide that you come and dress in a more suitable attire, if you will.
Yes, thank you for your aid.
Yes.
And I will return to Golden.
Golden Sands. Yep, sure.
But now you're broke, so you got to walk.
No, I still have money.
Courtney. What?
Oh.
So you arrive at a very large and overbearing library at the Pinnacle.
I look at him in wonder. Never seen anything like this.
As I say, you can see ornate filigreed pillars rising up, towering over you. You look tiny compared to it. A few gargoyles and figurines here, there, and carved into the stone.
I'll go and find someone to talk to.
Okay, you go in. There's a large mahogany reception desk and a very stout dwarf reception desk.
Okay. I walk up to him and say, I'm looking for some books.
Well, you come to the right place then. Any book? And he starts flicking through some pamphlets on the desk. Would this one do?
I'm looking for information on creatures. I've seen some things that I've never seen before.
Oh yes, that we have an entire zoology section. Do you know what type of creatures you want to study?
It was a hag.
Okay. And are we looking for a historical perspective, science, anatomy?
How to kill it?
Probably a bit of both then. Certainly. Take a seat over in that desk there, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Go over and sit down.
Okay. As you sit there, some books come levitating from all directions and just stop and rest on the desk in front of you.
I'll have a look through, make notes of anything of interest.
Okay, sure. Are you looking for anything in particular, or you're just generally looking through?
Just generally looking through.
Okay, sure. You could be lost there for days. It depends on how long you want to stay there for now.
Not long, just so I get a general idea.
Okay, sure.
I'll grab
You're-
a few other books, other common creatures,
Sure.
and just
Okay.
do the same.
Okay, sure. You spend a good few hours reading until probably evening time, and the dwarf comes back up to you, Miss. You could always, if you have a library card, take these out.
How do I get a library card?
Well, all you have to do is sign this bit of paper here and put down your address, and then put your yes, and we'll get that sorted out for you.
I've never had a library card before.
Oh, now come to the desk. Now,
I love how excited she gets over everything. Oh, library card!
now you say you've never had a library card before.
No, I've never been to a library before.
Well, what about if I don't just give you this normal library card? I've got this platinum library card, which I let you take out 3 books instead of the usual 2 each time.
Don't do it. This is
How
how they
did
get
I
you.
know?
This is how they get you.
I'll take it.
Thank you. Well, you'll be glad to know that all you have to do is deposit 30 gold pieces a month at the Gunderak Bank into these details, and then through sending technology, as they say, it'll activate the library card. But you will need to actively do that each month. Is that okay for you?
No.
Well, you said you wanted a library card. Just
Yeah,
think
but
what you could do with 3 books instead of 2.
Just think what I could do with the gold.
Well, you can't read gold, can you?
I'll take a standard library card.
Oh, okay. But just so you know, if you ever reach your limits and you wanted to, you can upgrade at any time, and you'll have a 10% discount. It's 20% discount if you sign up here and now.
No. I'll bring a wolf with me next time.
Okay.
He can pay.
He looks really kind of let down and just hands you a normal kind of paper library card.
And I'll take it and kind of excitedly walk away like, I got a library card.
Okay. So you can take 2 books out. Have you chosen which ones? We do want to close here soon.
Well, you put me on the spot now.
All of them.
I'll just take a couple at random.
Okay, sure. You pick one up that's about oozes and slimes, and another one up that's about a historical take on hags throughout the centuries before the wars.
Okay.
Okay, sure. Are you heading back to Golden Sands too?
Yeah.
Okay. You arrive back at the Golden Sands Tavern. Cardork, have you been drinking all this time? As heavily as you were?
No. I've not been drinking the entire time. I've also been scowling some of the time.
Okay. Do you want to make
grumbling some more of the time, and the occasional muttering of profanities under my breath.
I imagine we've been on the dance floor trying to throw some shapes every now and then as well.
Yeah, and people throwing people.
Another Constitution saving throw, please.
You have to make an awful lot of these.
Because you do stupid shit.
You're drinking
15.
with the amount that you're drinking, the alcohol content of this, I'm going to say you no longer have the ability to sustain walking.
That's fine.
Okay.
He's where he wants to be anyway.
I don't particularly enjoy walking anyway.
Okay. Chen and Church, are you drinking as much? Church doesn't really consume it.
I don't really. No, but I'm drinking along with Cardork. I'm keeping along. I'm probably his. I don't know. I'm probably acting as his Zimmer frame right now to keep him upright. I don't. He thinks he's walking, but he's not. I'm secretly just behind him, treating him like a puppet.
And Chen, what are you doing?
Just sitting down at one of the booths, keeping an eye on everyone only having half drank the first ale I have.
They're repeatedly saying, "No, I'm not with them."
Yeah.
The barman, the very snooty barman with the slick black hair, starts walking over to you. Especially you, Church, seeing as you've got hold of Cardork on many of these occasions. May I hazard a guess that you will be requiring accommodation soon?
I'll turn Cadork towards the man. Cadork's back of his head and go, "Yes, we will." Poxy elf. Church is trying to have fun. He's trying to be more human.
And how many rooms would you require as he starts looking around? Your
6 separate ones, I would imagine, if possible.
okay.
Yep.
Luckily, it's the off season, so I think you can get a good deal for 25 gold a night here at the moment.
What, per room?
Per room, yes.
Am I conscious and cognitive enough to?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
To argue.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Just put me in the corner.
I'm afraid we are not a 24-hour establishment. Lord Ezravesh has his limits on our licensing.
I gave
What's
him
that got to do with putting me in the corner?
Well, I don't want to be expected to clean up your mess in the morning.
I don't make a mess.
Really? With the amount that you've drunk, put into your system, there's an equal amount that's got to come out somewhere.
I gave you all my gold, so I don't. I'm broke at this point.
You can always. This is DM telling you, head back to the Golden Dragon Inn, where your accommodation is paid for at all times.
We could actually, I suppose, yeah. So take
or you could go back to you could go back to the Lady Julian, carry the party on.
I mean, apparently I have 690 gold. I just don't think you want to spend it.
No, save your money. Chad reaches into his pocket. Don't worry, I've got that. No. Yeah, no, we could go back. We could just go and crash on the boat, yeah.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be much for here except for immediate danger for Cardork, so.
The barman overhearing this does say, "Yes, I must say the boat seems like a fantastic idea. Why don't you do that?"
I'll turn Cardork to face him. Unleash!
Don't particularly like your tone.
And then I'll do my best to, I don't know, stroppily march Cardork out.
Yeah, my body's going that way, but my face is still looking that way, as are my arms.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so outside, you try to hail down a horseless carriage, I presume?
I will be giving this place 1 star on TripAdvisor.
I think I'd like to object to these mechanical horse things. I think I could walk.
I let go.
I think we should get one of these horses.
He makes 2 steps towards the horses and just collapses in a crumpled heap on the floor.
Very good, sir. Do you require aid? Pick him up and stuff him in. Let's get back to the boat.
Okay, sure. Cardork, do you want to make another Constitution saving throw? It's a very bumpy ride.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
I just want to point out I'm not sitting in front of Cardork.
Okay, no, that's fine. The others watch as Cardork is visibly sick and then swallows it back down. And you arrive back at the...
Just sit there. How confined is this space?
It's quite confined. I mean, you're all fitting in, but you're barely managing to fit in.
So how bad exactly is the smell as I'm heavily panting and breathing in this carriage?
It would smell like an old gin and tonic cabinet. It would be absolutely reeking of alcohol.
And vomit.
What your breath would be. It depends
Yeah,
how
that's
much
what
you're
I'm talking
talking.
about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you're talking, there's definitely a whiff of acidic twang.
That'd be even worse for me. I've got heightened sentences.
I was going to say.
Oh god damn! I hope it's not poisonous.
Just very, very strong tequila. Sure. You arrive back at the airship docks. Walking up to the Lady Julian, you see at the moment where tools and equipment are strewn all over the deck as work had just stopped and it was down tools time. You can see workers heading off to the pub. Sal is absent from that group. You can't see him at the moment.
So just get Cardork to bed at this point, I think.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
You tuck poor Cardork into bed, and Cardork falls asleep, rocking gently backwards and forth, complaining that the ship is spinning.
The shit was a bit elvish to me.
And what are the rest of you doing? Are you taking a long rest now?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. You awaken in the morning. I'll just grab my pen. You awaken in the morning, bright and breezy. You can hear wood being sawn above your heads and a few hammer and nails going at it. Cardork, the noise of the hammering is having a less than pleasing effect on your head at the moment, but it's nothing you haven't faced before.
So what's his hangover going to be like?
Pretty normal by the sounds of it.
Which is probably more concerning, to be honest with you.
With a +6 to his Constitution saving throw, yeah, it's going to be not much is going to knock him over that kind of wise. But. So it's binary morning. There is food on the Lady Julian. You will have to prepare it yourself. Yeah, sure. What would you like to do? My dog won't stop whining.
I'll head over to church.
Sure.
Church.
Chen.
Obviously we've only been here for a day with you guys. What are your plans now?
I am unsure at this point. I believe that we need to re-equip and head back out. That flesh...
Why is it always such a rush?
Because there's a flesh golem on the loose.
Not here.
No, but he could be terrorizing other towns as we speak right now.
Well, I'm sure there's many sober and wily heroes willing to fight that flesh golem. But for now, let's just leave it be.
Then what would you suggest, Cardork?
Breakfast.
Breakfast is already prepared, and Church just points to a table where he's arranged whatever he could find on the ship.
Quite frankly, I'm not thinking any further than that.
Is that like a Crichton moment where you have kind of serviette draped over your
the whole apron and stuff.
Spam carved into like fantastical animals.
Sir, I have found a tin of dog food and a pot noodle. But no, our primary concern right now should be that flesh golem. I feel, but we are ill-equipped to handle it properly.
I agree.
These weapons that he holds up his mace, it's less than suitable for the job, shall we say.
My order, when they sent me in, they said nothing about a flesh golem. That was a surprise, even for me.
That was a surprise for us all, to say the least. Especially for poor Khaled, and Church lowers his head slightly. But that's fine. Onwards and upwards, as they say.
Fair enough. Well, until my order gives me a new job, I am yours to join if you need me.
It'd be a pleasure to have you on board, sir.
Thank you.
And if you ever require aid, do not hesitate to let me know.
I will do my best.
Perhaps a
That's
bath might
actually-
be in order.
What can your medical acumens do for this?
Your headache.
Yes.
Self-inflicted injuries are not my forte, sir. Might I recommend a 12-step program designed to relieve you of this burden? Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, just sort of stepping out of character a moment. That flesh golem. I don't know. Is that what's next for us?
No idea. Catch up on next time.
Yeah. Catch up next week. But yeah, like I say, we're
woefully
Footsteps,
under-equipped.
on the deck above you, and a gentleman calling out, "Hello, is anybody in there?"
down here.
Oh, well, hello, sirs and madam. Ezra Vesh would like you to attend a meeting. Bit hush hush, really. You'll need to go to the opera house. He'll be there all day, preparing for this ridiculous goblinoid nation meeting, ridiculous thing. But anyway, yeah, he will be there.
Yes.
There's a secret meeting that you apparently must attend.
Good.
Of course. And
I
we
need
have
to see this elf.
we have our
Elf,
protection duty as well, don't we?
Yes,
If I'm not
and
mistaken.
do not forget to stop by at Kundarank Bank to collect your earnings
Money.
as per your contract. If you remember, it was so much gold per level per day.
Yeah.
It was 1,000 gold per level per day, wasn't it?
No,
10,000.
no.
Oh, yeah. I always get the
Yeah. Mr. Zero there.
comma in the wrong place.
Can you remember how much it is?
Yeah, we just said.
Ben.
Yeah.
Also, that's platinum pieces.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, Ben's right. Yeah, it was, yeah.
And we all get struck down by lightning.
Oh, you're going to make me look this up, aren't you? It's only 10 gold per level per party. So you're level 5 at the moment.
Yeah. So 50 gold a day.
You've been gone for about 4 days.
What, 50 gold each?
So we got about 200 gold
Yes.
each waiting for us then.
Yeah.
Probably worth collecting.
Yes, and at that the gentleman up starts and starts to walk away. If you've had no questions.
No.
Okay.
No. After last week, I'm getting a little bit concerned about this Ezra Vesh. He's rubs me up the wrong way. If
So
I
you
had
get-
hairs,
so-
they'd stand up when I spoke to them.
So we collect the gold and then I can smash him.
Not quite.
That's what I heard.
No. I feel there's more to him than meets the eye, shall we say?
Think about it this way, Caddock. Every day we are being paid enough to buy 2.5 of those glasses that you had last night.
Bottles. It was an entire bottle.
Pints,
polished
things.
off.
There'll be plenty more of that without that elf on this land.
Yes, but this is guaranteed.
Tales never eluded me before.
Chet is already packing up, ready to leave. He's
Okay, sure.
at this point.
Okay.
What do you pack up? Do you literally just pick your mace up and then...
Pretty much, yeah. I don't need to put my armor on or anything. That's kind of there.
If you had arm blades, you wouldn't even need to do that.
Do I want arm blades?
Why would you not?
I don't know. We'll see.
Anyway, so what's everyone else doing? Is everyone accompanying church?
Yeah.
Yeah. Courtney? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you all head off to the opera house.
Like the bank first. We'll collect our reward.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can stop by the bank straight away. You just pop in there. You get some strange looks as they look at your as they bloody and dirty clothing and attire.
Can I find a rock?
You hear some tutting as you walk back out.
Find one of the cleaning stones. Keep forgetting to use one. I'm going to state it now.
Yeah, they're free to use. They're all over the place. So.
I would have assumed we used them when we went to bed.
You can assume, okay? I'll assume then from now on. If you want to declare that you will always do it when you see one, that's fine. I'll just assume. But
yeah, no church has no need to be as clean as that is.
That could be amusing. Halfway through a dungeon. Ooh, cleaning stone.
I would like to remind Eli. It just got to give Eli a nudge. So like about that 466 gold that I lent you. Oh,
yes. Hello.
Oh, wink.
But
about it, church.
Here you've come into a bit of money.
You exit the bank.
Yep.
You have exited the bank. Where would you like to go?
Lord Ezra, I guess.
To the Opera House.
Yeah, sure. Head to the Opera House. As the horseless carriage pulls up, that'll be another 10 silver pieces for these journeys today with the carriage.
I will use a cleaning stone.
Okay.
Just to confirm, 10 silver or 100 silver?
10 silver. 10 silver.
Wasn't it 50 silver?
It was 50 silver when you were heading to Golden Sands because it's
much
outside
further
of the city kind of limits, you would think.
Right, yep.
So yeah, you head pull up outside the Opera House. Again, it's a kind of a beautiful white marble domed building, and you can see various workmen going out, people putting rope barriers up and signage for this goblinoid meeting.
I feel like I'm going to need dice in a minute. Hang on. I need to get my dice straight.
Part of me thinks just letting Cardork take the lead here would be hilarious.
Well, if Khaled's with us at the moment, I'd say he should take the lead, but he's not.
Khaled's probably the one that could talk us through this the most, but I don't know.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Khaled's attending a meeting that you don't know. He just said he had his own personal meeting to attend to.
He does this from time to time. Yes, Cardork, you are a man of culture.
Okay. Cardork, what would you like to do?
Get my money.
You've got your money.
We got the money.
Oh.
You're at the Opera House then, yeah.
Oh, at the Opera House, right?
Yeah.
So we've just walked into the lobby, yeah.
Yeah, you're just walking into the lobby at the moment. Okay. So there's workmen going in and out, red carpet going down.
So it's obviously before, like, there's no guests or anything yet.
No, that's from what you're aware from what Ezravesh told you previously. That'll be tomorrow or the day after.
Okay. And is there anyone at the front desk?
No, everyone's so busy with their own tasks that they're kind of ignoring what everyone else is doing. Okay. It looks a bit like organized chaos, people kind of dashing in front of you, running here, there, and everywhere with some with a bit of paint and, a feather duster and some woodworking tools. And
no signs indicating which way goes where?
No, other than the sign outside the door saying closed at the moment, closed for a private event. Nothing.
So I guess I'll turn to the rest of the party and just... I guess it's closed and suggest we leave.
No. We were told to come here. There must be someone we can speak to.
There is a gentleman in a tuxedo, and all this time standing has been watching you without you notice. Coughs politely but firmly.
Okay. I've got this. So I'll walk over to the gentleman, put my meaty hand on his shoulder, and say, "I'm here to see an elf."
Yes, Ezravesh.
Yeah.
What race is
Yes.
the gentleman?
He's half elf.
Ah, thought that could be quite an amusing moment.
How he looks at your hand on his shoulder and looks you in the eye and says, "This was supposed to be a secret meeting. You don't think you could have been a little more subtle?" This way, and he gestures at all of you and starts guiding you through. It looks like a labyrinthine mess of doors and corridors backstage at the Opera House until he meets Ezravesh in a corridor outside of a door. Ezravesh turns to you. Welcome. Certainly going up in the world, aren't we?
Let's all speak at once now.
And it's met by the party just staring slack-jawed back. I'm not quite sure what happened in Escelios, but you don't seem your usual selves.
Some events have unfolded that have left us humbled and scarred. Some of us more than most, shall we say.
Yes, I am aware of your friend Khalad and what happened to him. Most unfortunate, but what will be, I suppose. Now, I suppose you think that you're here for a meeting with me, don't you? You've been passed on to higher powers than me. And he lowers his voice. The Council of the 12 would like to speak to you.
Kadorka says loudly, "What is the Council of 12?"
I'll put my hand over his mouth before he even finishes the sentence.
The Council of the 12 is obviously an organisation of 12 members, each representing the houses of Corvair. They're not the leaders, so unfortunately I won't be there. They are select members from those houses with a particular skill set. They work for the betterment of all of Corvair through mutual cooperation, shall we say. Of course, it all has to be kept very quiet.
We will meet with them now.
Yes. Are you ready?
Are you?
I've been here since 8 o'clock this morning.
That's wonderful. Let's go then.
And he gestures towards the door in front of him.
Okay.
Okay. Are you walking in?
Yes.
I will follow behind.
Cool. You walk in. It's a small round room with gold emblazoned carpets. It's a cream carpet, but there are chairs all around the room. 12 chairs. At the base of each of these marble chairs, in gold on the carpet, is the symbol of each house, and on that house sits a representative. Well, welcome. We've been expecting you for quite a while. What took you so long? Bit of a late start, was it? As the gentleman who's speaking to you looks at Cardwalk.
No.
We would like to hear what you know of the events in Escelios and on the ship that you arrived into Stormhome with in more detail, if you will. We've had messages of events similar to this happening all over Corvair. It's of grave worry.
Why should we tell you a bloody well thing?
Because Corvair is very soon to tip back into war. There will be bloodshed up and down this land. It will affect everybody.
Okay, what's that got to do with us?
Do you have no loved ones, friends, acquaintances?
No. What has that got to do with a skelly boss?
Askelios? The war? Or the upcoming war? Well, that's what we're here to find out. And that's
No,
why
I want to find out. Now, you tell me what that's got to do with what we did, and I might tell you.
We are trying to compare information. Are you not willing
Yes, I'm trying to compare information. I'll tell you the information.
Coughs up at this point. I'm sorry for my friend here. He's
Now, Toaster, we're in a position of power right now. They clearly want what we know, and I want what he knows.
Power?
Yes.
Oh dear God.
While that is true, Kadork, I'm pretty sure that this man here.
Kadork just kind of scratching his head, just like flexing his biceps. Power.
While that's true, I'm pretty sure these gentlemen here could have you beheaded at a moment's notice. Shall we consider these our friends?
If they behead us, they won't know a damn thing that happened in
Could
Skelly Boss.
someone escort this half-orc from the building, please?
I am a full-blooded orc.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And there's a lady across on another chair, stands up and holds her hand out, and you can see this golden tattoo on her face start to shine. I'm going to need to make Cardork. Sorry, it's another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, surprise. Well, that was an 8.
Oh dear.
You are now paralyzed for 1 minute.
Old person.
Is that through the mouth?
Yes.
No.
You are still conscious, but you are paralyzed.
Well, this is bloody well shenanigans.
Right. Does somebody else want to be your representative in this council meeting?
Should anybody else want to volunteer?
Roborg, go ahead and talk about
No. Anyone else want to volunteer?
He starts
Church.
gesturing towards Eli.
Oh God, yeah. I was going to say I'll do it. Although I probably won't be able to give you an actual recap.
So,
as a player, that is.
Right. So, gentleman turns towards you. So, Eli, I believe it is. First of all, you've told Esravesh, I believe that you came across some symbols of the Crying Eye.
Yes, that is true. Did Khalad?
Khalad copied one, yeah.
I probably don't have the copy down.
Is it this symbol? And he actually holds up a picture of the Crying Eye symbol, which I think I took off Roll20. I shouldn't have done. I should have kept it on. Never mind. So yeah, he holds up. Was it this symbol?
I'm going to say yes, assuming that it's the same
Yes,
symbol.
it is.
Yes.
And when did you first come across this?
On the ship on our way here, it was on a box on a small island.
Right. And what else was on that island? It was just the crates.
No, there was a seeming like a what was it? It's like a half-dead woman, evidently under a spell
Half-dead.
from one of the hags. Maybe reanimated would be a better word.
Reanimate.
From what the hag said, it seemed that she was trying to experiment with what I could only describe as recreating a soul.
Right.
Trying to give intelligence to the undead.
He starts looking towards the other council members who, one by one, start to raise an eye. Okay. And what about your recent trip to Askelios?
That was the mine, wasn't it? Or was that the dungeon?
Yes, I believe you went to investigate Star Peak Mine.
Yes.
So I have it on my notes here. Yes. And what did you find?
We found what seems to be where they were brewing what was in the crates.
Yeah.
It seemed what was in them was this
what were they
white,
doing?
milky liquid
Um,
that seems to bring out some of the worst fears in people. I'm sure my paralyzed friend here can evaluate on it more than I could.
Absolutely.
Church
please.
can pull out a small sample of what they were extracting at this point in its powdered form, and
Right,
he'll present it to the woman that's
Sure.
paralysed.
It's not her. Somebody else. A halfling. Brown hair, chubby cheeks. On one of the other chairs, holds out his hand, and the sample levitates off your hand and moves towards him, and he starts examining it. It's exactly what we thought. And who do you think is behind this? Any leads?
Well, we've heard the name was Lord of Tears. To be repeated by
Lord of Tears.
Lord of Blades.
Lord of
Lord
Blades.
of Blades. Thank you.
The Lord of Blades. And he was in Star Peak Mine, did you say?
No, although his name was mentioned, and it was mentioned before on the island.
Oh, okay.
We've heard his
For the
name
first
many
time.
times now.
And this beast that I hear tell that you face down, what can you tell me about it?
Nothing good. Unfortunately, seemed to be a stitched together heap of multiple people's flesh. Seems that they were targeting dragon marked people, and it can use said dragon marks. All of them.
Yes, we have had some horrible reports of abductions of some dragon-marked brethren up and down Corvair. It seems that they are linked after all, as he starts kind of gesturing over to somebody else and talk, as if to talk to him. And well, and anything else in Star Peak Mine at all to give us any inclination as to the purpose of this liquid?
I'm afraid we were ill-equipped to deal with the dangers that were ahead of us, and we had to flee with our lives.
As a DM, I'm going to tell you there is one more piece of important information. I'm telling you because I think your characters would have remembered it.
The man on the chair.
Yes, the man on the chair.
Oh, kind of glossed over him. I didn't really. Oh, okay. Carry on then, Ben. Eli.
Eli. There was whilst we were fleeing for our lives, we ran past what was a man strapped to a chair, with a growth from his face. I'm sure either Chen or Courtney could tell you more, as they would have had time to look at it on their way in.
He looks at Chen, quite concerned. I need to know more about this. This wasn't in your reports to Ezravesh.
He was connected to some sort of machine being force-fed that liquid. But as that wasn't my main concern for being there, I ignored it.
No, understandable. And he starts to kind of shush you, and as he starts to think, it is worse than we thought. Well, you've shown your hand. You certainly helped. We can't trust many people, but it seems we can trust you. If you will, we will enact something that we haven't enacted in 50 years. We need emissaries of the 12. You seem as good as any. If you would take up this mission, we need to stop what's going on.
I completely agree with you there.
Be my honour.
How's my axe?
My gun.
He'll nod across to the lady who paralysed Kardork and gesture. She will break her concentration, and you are no longer paralysed, Kardork.
I was expecting him to just carry on in a rant. Just not break his stride. And furthermore...
You're mute,
You
pal.
are mute.
My hearing was fine.
And he looks to you. You are, shall we say, one of the strongest among people, and we need you, sir. You, yes, Cardork, you.
Obviously I'm stronger than these lot and considerably more intelligent. But
Obviously,
I feel like I've been disrespected today.
I appreciate that, but you have our utmost respect. It's a big responsibility. He kind of whispers so only you can hear. He's probably using actually message for this, and you can. I can't even see his lips moving, but in your head you can hear. And let's face it, you are more or less their leader.
Oh, for God's sake, no!
Yeah.
Give the man a complex.
Right. Well, I guess it's here. Have these pins, and he reaches into an antique chest that was underneath his chair, and each one is a pin with a circular emblem on it, like a clock, but all the dragon mark tattoo symbols are dotted around in equal spacing. Wear these. If you get into any trouble with the authorities, people in power and position know this symbol. Obviously, your run-of-the-mill guards won't. But the Council of the 12, and now the Emissaries of the 12, are more like symbols of hope, legend, and lore. It's time we bring that back.
Rousing music plays in the background.
You will, of course, need equipment, and he starts looking at your kind of raggedy clothing and, your dented armor and slightly blunted weaponry. You can't go out representing the 12 looking like that.
I feel a getting geared up montage coming.
Hang on, we need the 18 music.
Any
Just gonna put my welding gear on. Welding chunks onto them.
Tony Stark moment.
Yeah.
Any equipment or gear you wish, please ask. If we can obtain it, it will be yours.
The lot.
One of everything.
Now, it's time to come clean about what we know about this, now that you've agreed, after all. The Lord of Blades, does anyone know who the Lord of Blades is?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Would you like to tell the rest of the class?
Well, I wouldn't want to patronize. So how about you tell me what you know and I'll fill in the gaps.
I know that he was created in the last few years of the war. He was one of the last Warforged to be created.
Yes, he was. Yes,
and created at the same time as your friend here.
Oh, yeah.
Same generation.
Yep, they were. Yep. You can tell just by looking. Like twins.
Church was his right-arm man for a long time.
Oh, yeah, before he had left.
Before he left, yes. He starts looking over at the the other elf again across the side. Just hold 2 seconds. Where was I? Yes, church, more like brothers to.
Yeah, brothers in arms.
Once you left, do you left it around the same time as the morning?
Yeah, just a little bit before I remember.
And the morning was, and as a DM, I'll tell you, the morning was an event that you know that the nation of Sire was consumed in a mist, a thick mist.
Oh, so it's not the thing that happens just after the night and before
No,
lunch.
the morning. MOU. So yeah, he proceeds to tell you that Church left Sire, which is now the Mournland, just before the morning happened, and that the mist that you found is a condensed the liquid that you found is a condensed version of that mist. He will explain it in the Mournland, just in case you didn't know. I'm just not going to RP it now. I'm just going to go flat and explain it. That in the Mournland there are creatures, misformed, twisted by the mist themselves, that inhabit that, and that the Council of the 12, just at the end of the war, had heard rumors that the Lord of Blades was actually created from this mist itself. And it was part of his creation process, and that he had been trying to replicate the work of his creators by conducting vile experiments. They know this from their interrogation or questioning of Flustercluck, who was part of that group of people he brought together to try to emulate the work. As for where the mists of it came from, they are unsure, but they have heard rumors about a location called the Well of Tears. That is as much they know. There are strange effects that you will incur if you go into the Mournland, which will be explained closer to the time. But suffice it to say that healing spells do not have the effect that you think they do, and the mists will and can have a corrupting effect on you the longer you spend in them. What the Council of the 12 want you to do is to travel to the Burnt Wood. I'll just point it out. It's not in the Mournland, it's just on the outskirts. There is an old historian gentleman, one of the oldest elves that they know. He came across.
Oh, don't make him be an elf, please.
Unfortunately, it'll be an elf.
The only thing I dislike more than elves is old elves. They talk too much.
So the Burnt Wood is there. The historian is the best person to know and have records about the days of the morning. He wants you to go there and gather as much information out as you can about Dermis, about the Lord of Blades, and other locations in order to track down the Well of Tears. The Well of Tears is, they think, is the original source of this mist. But they don't know where that is. The historian might, and it'll be your job to travel there and obtain that information, and then go immediately to the Well of Tears to try to undo what has happened.
Do you know whether or not the Mournland is expanding?
This corruption, he will go on to say, to say this this corruption that the Lord of Blades is trying to spread has been found up and down Corvair now. There's a new drug apparently doing the rounds in Sharn called Crystal Tears, based on this very substance that seems to sap people's emotions, makes them husks of their former selves, and then eventually that husk erupts into all kinds of beings.
If I was created around the same time as the Lord of Blades, am I also born of this mist?
No.
No.
No. It was just the Lord of Blades. He was final experiment gone wrong, or as he would like to think, perfection gone right. He is without purpose, and he is always seeking to destroy flesh and replace it with more of yourselves. We know he's been grasping out, trying to find if any remnants of creation forges to try to continue his master's work.
He needs to be taken down.
Creation forges.
Yes.
Yep, we've heard of those before.
Your
I think,
birthplace.
Yes.
Yes, they are where
Well,
Warforged
obviously,
are created.
Hmm.
They were thought to be all destroyed at the end of the war. They should have done. It was decreed that they all be destroyed. There are, of course, always rumours about, one slipped through the net, but we've found no evidence of it. We find no new Warforged. But these rumours persist that the Lord of Blades is seeking them. But then that's just as strong as the rumour that he seems to be also trying to recover a Warforged Colossus or Titan. It's hard to distinguish between rumour and fact on the borders of the Mournland.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should prepare a list of our supplies that we need then at this point.
Indeed.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
You can, if you've got anything off the top of your head you want straight away, let me know. Otherwise, if you want, you can leave it till next week and think about it over the week and let me know if you want to plan it out. If you want to metagame it per se, then I do not mind if you want to plan out. As I say, this will be an excursion into the Mournland.
Yeah.
He will also explain, because of the mists, the airship will not be able to go into the Mournland.
Does he healing magic, arcane type magic and stuff like that does not work? But does he know if potions are still effective?
No, he'll explain. They cannot categorically say whether healing magic works or not. There is an effect upon healing in the Mournland. There are stories of corpses that never rot, that just stay there in perfect paralysis, in where they fell. Things just stay as they are.
Courtney, you might need to put that new library card of yours to get loose in there. Let's go and see what you can dig up on this. So,
I'd imagine
she's the first thing Courtney told us.
I'd imagine she's flashed it to everybody.
Yeah.
Be like that. The
Have you now?
Be like the MP in Doctor Who. Hi, I'm Courtney, MP, Faversham North.
I'd like to point out that in Sharpie, I've written platinum on it.
So yes, if you would like at any time.
What's a Sharpie?
Anytime, if you want to hand the notice of what you would like equipment-wise to Azravesh, say if they can get it to you, they will. It's not unlimited. It's it's within reason that they can get for you. Obviously, they're not going to go and rob the crown jewels, because that would piss off a lot of people, and it would kind of show the Council of the 12 in a bad light, and they don't want.
And I'll cross that off my list.
If they wanted the Council of the 12 to take a more active part and ascend, because you have to remember that after the Dragonmark houses aren't supposed to have this sort of thing. It was decreed that they weren't. It was only supposed to be nations that were supposed to wield this kind of power. So this sort of power is not something. This could indeed itself ignite a war, if not handled correctly. Like I said, these people believe that war is on a knife edge.
Yeah,
I guess we go do some research.
Yeah, I can't think of much else that we're going to get from here at the minute.
I state I'd rather be caught dead. La, 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 la. I'd rather be caught dead than be the start of another war. Remember what the last one was like.
If Khalad was here, I'm sure he
Yeah,
would say,
as you all do.
wasn't that nearly the case?
Yes, something I've realised earlier is the one person that knows isn't here.
Yes. It's fun.
You will obviously remember that you've been previously tasked by Ezra Vesh of providing security for this Goblinoid Nation meeting, which is tomorrow.
Yes.
So actually, you can do that while the equipment and supplies are being got for you. Okay. So what would you like to do?
Just trying to think of things. We definitely need magical weapons going into this from this point onwards.
Yep.
That was embarrassing, to say the least. We will bid the council farewell at this point and thank them for their time.
Okay.
And apologise for the orcs' slightly blunt approach to everything.
The one who called me the leader. I'll kind of wink it and give him a bit of a fist bump as we walk out.
He'll gladly fist bump back.
And
you just hear inside your head as you walk out, "We believe in you, Cardorg."
Just as I step out the door, I say rather loudly to everyone in the party, "Can't wait to tell Sol about all of this in the pub."
I'm almost expecting like a be excellent to each other. Okay, yeah. Anyone else got any business they need to take care of at the moment?
I think so.
So, before we potentially go to our deaths, I would like to follow this up, and I pull out the world's most expensive piece of paper.
Oh, yes. Which reminds me, have you got that 466 gold that you owe me?
I've got some of it.
It explicitly was a loan and not a gift.
Well, yes, I am aware of this, and
I slap Eli on the back and remind him that I'm a warforged and have absolutely no use for things such as wealth and money.
Yes, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to follow through on that.
Yeah.
Asking anybody about would point you in the direction of this. It's a cottage in a quieter, more residential part of Stormhome, quite towards the outskirts. Very quiet area. Would you like to go there?
If the rest of the party is willing, then yes.
Is this something that we can come with you on?
It's not something that you can't. If that helps.
Then let us adventure forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say on a quiet, forested street, right on the outskirts of Stormhome, is a small wooden cottage with a single grave outside, and although it looks obviously it's not the most expensive house on the street, you will notice that there are very well kept rose bushes all around.
Where do we can put ourselves on, I presume?
Yes, you can, yeah.
Which way have we come from?
You come from down here.
Okay.
I don't need to zoom out further. There we go.
So what is it we're doing here, Eli?
The place that I heed from is a church orphanage, unfortunately to say. But the one of the patrons of it recently stopped, and I'm trying to find out why.
Okay.
What was his name?
Uh-huh. I have. Is that on the piece of paper?
What's that, sorry?
The name.
No, it was just an address.
No, unfortunately, all I was given was this address.
Okay.
Again, showing the piece of paper.
So this is the address of the patron.
Yes. Or at least it was that of the last transaction.
Okay.
Eli, you will know just from day-to-day living expenses that the amount that was being sent over does not match with the property you are seeing in front of you.
What, too little or too much?
This is too little. I mean, quite a substantial amount of money was going over to this orphanage, primarily from this one patron, which is why they were so desperate and asked for Eli's help. The money dried up, and from what Eli can see, something just doesn't feel quite right. That somebody who lived in such a poor part of Stormhome in such a small dwelling could afford to send that amount of money.
I relay that to the party. And I'll start walking up. I also very firmly state that I will do the talking, looking directly at Cadork.
And I, as we're walking up to the house, cottage, whatever it is, take a deep breathe in into basically a sniff of the surrounding area. See if I can sense anything.
Sure. You want to do a perception check then?
Yes.
I think you have advantage, don't you, if it's with smell?
I do, yes. 13.
Can't smell anything out of the ordinary. Or you can smell a few animals and things like that from the woods that are nearby, and the smell of the flowers.
Okay.
Not much. Not much at all.
It smells clear.
Well, that's one of a couple things that I'd taken off the list of how they have wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an inscription on this grave?
Sorry, I didn't mean to ping.
You'll make an investigation check.
Yeah. Hey, roll a dice.
Not in sight.
Oh, I've lost my character sheet. Hang on. There it is.
We're missing one.
Investigation's 12.
Where's Cadork?
Cadork's not there.
Too busy being all leaderish and stuff.
There's a list of the different types of
Sorry,
ale
what
he wants.
what did you roll?
12.
What did you roll again tonight?
12.
12. No, strangely enough, you can see in loving memory of just kind of fades away into no inscription.
So it's fairly old grave then. It's been here.
No.
No.
No, I mean probably you got
Like 12.
no, you would guess kind of like 10, 20 years. It's not an ancient stone. Not enough to have been weathered like that anyway. If it is weathering, it doesn't look like weathering to you. It's as if it wasn't even carved.
Arcana check on it?
Sure, go ahead.
Exude any kind of magical properties of anything? It's gonna be a 19.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as you get closer, you can certainly feel that there is something there.
Okay. I'll offer a prayer and move on.
Okay. Sure. Eli, what are you doing?
Could I also have a look at the grave?
Sure, yeah.
So what was it?
I mean, what are you doing? It'd Investigation, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
14.
14. Again, exactly the same thing as Church found. You see the kind of the words "in loving memory of." Nothing else seems to be engraved, or carved, or chiseled, or embossed. There's no markings at all.
What is
There's
it?
nothing on the. Is that just ground there, or is there
There's a gravestone. There's a gravestone there.
Alright. So it's not like a stone tomb covering, is it? Or
No, it's a simple grave.
okay.
So it's not like it's worn away. It was never there to begin with.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything was there to begin with.
I'm going to take a bit of paper out and a bit of chalk, and I'm going to try and see if it's very faintly written.
Sure. Yeah. I won't make you roll for that. It just you come up with a sketching that says "in loving memory of."
It's worth a try. All right, I'll get a spade out and.
I was going to say, it's one way to find out.
I very sharply look back at Chen.
I'm not gonna get a spade out. I'll use
No,
my
but the
claws.
comment was made.
Meekly slides it back into the backpack. Apparently, that's the limit.
Eli, what did you want to do?
Is the door here?
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
As you can see, because I haven't hidden anything, there is somebody inside.
Yeah.
You can see them from the windows and everything like that. There's somebody inside.
I will politely knock on the door.
Okay. Yep. A middle-aged human woman comes through. Yes, young man, can I help you?
Yes, I come from the church of the Silver Flame in Flame Keep.
Good for you, sir. Good for you.
More specifically, the orphanage that's there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was told that the patronage that was being given there had stopped, and I was requested to come and investigate.
You
And
mean
this was
the old woman was the patron of the orphanage? My word! And she starts kind of looking up at the walls and on the ripped wallpaper. I'm afraid you're a few months too late. She passed away, you see.
Terribly sorry.
Can I do an insight check?
No, sure.
21.
This is purely business for the woman that you're in front of. She goes on to explain. I work for the Esravesh estate. We are just getting ready to release this fine property to the next tenant. We'll just have to clear out some of the old lady's belongings and whatnot. What is your business here?
This is simply the address that came up when I was investigating.
Yes, as I said, she passed away a couple of months ago. Very unexpectedly, apparently. She was a very trusted tenant, but always paid.
Is that her grave outside?
No, that's her husband's, apparently. God knows. I mean, there's no official record of it, but that's what the locals say, that it was her husband. So, I mean, it's going to be one hell of a bloody sell, that, isn't it? Here, moving this property, there's dead woman's husband's grave out the front. It's, I suppose, what we might do is just plant over or something. I don't know, just hide it.
What was the woman's name?
The woman's name, that would be Lady Beryl Rosethorn.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Who?
Lady Beryl Rosethorn.
Right.
EastEnders.
Way to kill the movie, Dean.
Sorry.
So,
I don't really know how to go next as a yeah. I don't as a player I don't know how to proceed now. Uh, the roses somewhat gave me an idea as to what that was happening, but huh. Okay. I've got to think of how to continue this conversation now.
As I say, I really don't know how else to help you. That's all you know. What would you like me to do?
I from like a pocket of my coat, I pull out a letter
Yeah.
and hand it over to them.
This is
This, by the way, is the one that's in my backstory.
This is very personal. Are you always this forthcoming with personal letters?
Well, it's the first time I've ever heard anything about them.
She kind
after
of
this,
she folds it up and places
I
it back
don't
into your
really
hand.
know how to.
I think this letter's for you, sweetie. It's none of my business or concern.
Yes.
As I said, all I can tell you is she lived here, forever. Basically, her husband's buried in the back, and she died a couple of months ago. I don't really have much else to tell you, young man. What's your name, young man?
My name is Eli Rosethorn.
Oh, I see. Relative, are we?
I don't know. I grew up in this orphanage, or in the Flamekeep orphanage. I have no idea. I've never known who my parents were.
It seems to me that she certainly had a vested interest in that orphanage after all, didn't she?
Hear so.
Well, as I said, unfortunately, we weren't aware of any next of kin, so she was cremated, I'm afraid, and her ashes were scattered into the Northern Sea.
It's more than all right. I didn't know that they were still alive or were alive at all previously.
There was a curious thing, though. When she was found, I mean, there was no sign of a struggle or anything like that. She was very elderly. But, well, she was found with a single rose placed on top of her body. Was that you?
From the same pocket, I pull out this brooch and look at her and go, "Did it look anything like this?"
Well, a rose is a rose. I would imagine it would be like it was the ones that were growing outside here.
Truly hope it's not so. I think it is.
Everything right, Eli?
Not particularly.
I was gonna say, are we overhearing any of this conversation from where we are?
Yes, it's a small cottage, and yeah, you can hear this. Certainly, the estate agent isn't being very quiet or subtle. As I say, this is very businesslike to her. She's trying, as from Chen's marvelous perception roll, insight roll. She isn't going out of her way to do this, and she certainly is insincere as it comes.
Perhaps you should ask if we can have a look around, Eli.
Really wise, yes. May I see? Was she?
Yes, I mean, certainly. I would ask that you, the furniture, obviously, as part of the house, any belongings you can take. It certainly saves us trying to flog them on ourselves. It's fine. It's more of an effort than it's worth. There's nothing really here of value.
I could see that Eli's kind of confused and staring into the doorway a little bit, and I just walk behind him and just whisper quietly in his ear, "We're with you, Eli."
I reach back and go, "Thank you," and take a step in.
Sure. It's a very small cottage, 2 rooms towards the to the end of the building. You come into a small lounge area with some bookcases, a desk, a table with a map of Corvair and some scraps of paper attached to it, a fireplace with 2 chairs, one very well worn and one not so much worn.
Did she say where the body was found?
Yes, it was found in her bed.
Okay.
As I said, I presume it was she died in her sleep. God bless her soul.
So are these bookshelves on the back here?
Yep.
I'll take a sort of scan of the spines if there's any writing on them or the names of the books.
There's a few knitting books. There are some books, record keeping books from the orphanage. She was certainly quite heavily involved by the looks of it. Meticulous in the record keeping.
I'll take interest in the books on said orphanage.
Okay, sure. They've got, obviously, it's income and expenses sheets and things like that. You can track back in some of the accounts. You can see that on some months she paid more, some paid she paid less, or looks to be all dependent on need.
Okay. I'll take a look at the.
Sure, it's a bed. It's just a room with a bed in it.
Okay. Map at the bottom.
Okay. It's from the map you can see is the area around the Mournland in particular, and with the initial C written on what looks like a path written in ink, traveling up and down the border of the Mournland.
I sort of tense up and fold it. Point it out to the rest of the party. And that it's a map of the Moorlands.
So it's not on the
Area around them.
yeah, it's not the interior of the Mournland. That is completely unmapped on this map. It's the borderlands between, the nations that border what was Sire, and various towns and cities. This path interconnects. There's the desk to the other side of you as well.
Yeah.
Sure. So the desk itself is empty. There's one brass candlestick thing, candelabra on it. The drawer on it is locked.
Door's locked.
The drawer on it is locked.
Okay, is there I'll check mantelpiece here and table.
There's nothing that you can find on it. Unless you want to do you want to do an investigation as well?
Yes.
If you're looking for anything else, it's just looks to be like a normal fireplace.
18.
Yeah, it's a normal fireplace.
Normal fireplace. Okay. And then last room here.
Kitchen and supplies space here. A long table laid out with rotten food that's been here a couple of months. Rat droppings here, there, and everywhere. And again, some sacks of food in the corner with that's been gnawed at the bags where all kinds of pests have been getting in and out.
Can I take a close look at the table, see if there's any other markings or
Do you want to do an
Perhaps
investigation check?
total 20?
Yeah, it's a table with mouldy food on.
Waste of a 19, really, there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going. This will be amazing if it is. What about under the carpet?
You pull the carpet up, it's the floor.
Okay. Less interesting than I was expecting, but I was hopeful.
Back to the grave.
as you're on the floor putting the carpet up, can you make a perception check for me?
Perception.
Yeah.
I've got a passive of 15 if that matters at all.
No.
Okay.
Got a passive 18 and a roll numbers 15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. Out of the corner of your eye towards the locked drawer, you can see a kind of a glint of gold. And what you recognize as the rose emblem that's on your pin is where the lock should be. It is an embossed image of your pin.
I drop the carpet and bring out the pin and place it up.
Okay. As you kind of place it in, you can feel it give way and push it in a bit more, and you can hear a click, and the drawer suddenly shifts open.
I open the drawer.
Yep, sure. Inside, you can find a tattered binder, loosely bound bits of paper like a scrapbook.
I'll pull out the book and start to find and look through it.
The roll an investigation check, please.
Investigation. Oh dear. 7.
7. You can you look through. The obvious thing is that this book is about you. It's moments in your life where they've taken clippings of reports of where you are, statements from the orphanage, interviews. It's a clip book of your life.
I sort of shake slightly and close it, put it into my bag.
Okay, sure.
And I'll take the map as well.
Sure.
Was there another map at all?
No.
Or book?
No.
No.
No. That was all that was in the drawer. And there's nothing else underneath that map apart from, as I say, just odd scrap bits of paper and things like that, but nothing of intelligence on them.
Okay. Having seen this, I'd like to check here again a bit more thoroughly.
Okay, investigation check.
Oh, 6.
It is a badly made bed.
Okay then. I come back to the party here with the map in hand and go when we go to the moorlands. And sort of like circle where the trail ends, the sea. So
Sure.
we go here.
Would have ended around Skull Reef, which is Which is down here. There.
Oh yeah.
So it's quite a distance off from where you're going.
Where are we going in the?
You are tasked to go into the burnt wood.
Right. Yes. Quite a bit further north.
That's probably a week's worth of travelling by airship.
Or there and back, or just one way?
You could probably do that there and back at a push.
Okay. In which case, I request that we make a stop off here, but when we go, before or after. I'm not bothered, but I'd like to go here.
The estate agent is now really coughing loudly. Now, if you must go,
Yes. Thank you for.
nothing. I did nothing. Go.
We go then.
Okay. Where are you going?
On the way out, I will say a prayer to the grave.
Okay.
And then.
Do you suspect foul play, Eli?
I don't want to jump to conclusions, but the initial C on here does make me curious about a relative of mine, more specifically my twin brother.
What's he like?
It's hard to say. It's been a good couple of years since I last saw him. When I last met, or just before I last saw him, we were pretty much the same. I used to look after him most of the time. We got into an argument at the end of the last war, and I'm fairly sure we've been completely opposites ever since.
What was his name?
Christopher.
Was he at the orphanage with you?
Yes. Although he did get into a bit of trouble whilst we were there, and we didn't. We were forcefully requested to leave, should I say? Well, he was, and I went with him. He did enjoy getting himself into trouble when we were younger.
So what made you part ways?
No, we stayed to. This was before the war. Through the war, we still stayed together. It was just after it. The effects of it took different tolls on us.
Are you walking, I presume, back to where you can get a cab?
Yeah.
Can you all make a perception check for me?
Yes.
19.
16.
If this is on sight and or smell, 12.
Can be, yeah. So, where are we? As
Sure, I
you're
was on
walking
mute,
through,
13.
sorry, yeah. As you're walking through, if you could all place your tokens around here, please.
Around where, sorry?
Where everyone else is now.
Yeah, I see.
I have to know, where are you getting these maps from, Paul? They're awesome.
Some I found online, some of them I made. Like this City Street one I found. And might need to credit it. I need to be better at that.
Sorry, yeah, good point.
The rest I made. The rest I made, but I didn't have enough time because I was lazy over the weekend and didn't do what I was supposed to do to make a 6-foot map. But yeah, this is on the other map was on Dungeon Draft.
Oh, nice.
Where is it? We'll just do. Oh, it doesn't matter which one's which, does it? Okay. You notice towards the end of the street, it's not very well lit, so you didn't really notice it until you got a bit closer. There are 3 individuals dressed in black, glaring at you from down the street. One of them looks like a human female. The other one, you're not quite so sure. Its form seems to shift and wail about, as if not quite there. And another human male.
The one that we hog-tied, assassin, are they dressed similarly?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
The character doesn't.
Well, no.
No.
Who rolled the highest perception?
I've got 16 here.
16.
19.
Sorry?
19.
Okay. Oh, that's handy. Eli and Church, you both notice a glint from their lapels. As you notice, all of them are wearing silver rose pins of the same design as you noticed Eli use a moment ago, but not quite as embellished, and quite substantially larger. This is to really show off. This is like a badge rather than a pin.
I'm leaning at Eli. Are they friends of yours?
I move up while staying back to church. In the wrong sort of sense, I guess you could say that.
Is it time for Code Wolf?
Not yet. We'll see if I'll see what I can do. That sort of approach and go.
One of them shouts back, "Stay there."
I'll stop.
What business do you have here?
My business is my own, but I assume your business is me, judging by your dress.
Well, perhaps. We've heard that you think you're all that at the moment.
I'm not sure who's been feeding you information, but I think they're wrong.
Someone probably quite close to you. I would think you know who as well.
I'm sure I can take a guess.
What business are you doing here?
Simply went on an errand that I was asked to go on. I am returning back to.
You mean you went to see that? You mean you went to see that old bitch down the road?
What does he say about her?
Scraping every penny that she can muster to look after some street rats.
I'm sure if the person that sent you heard that, I'm sure that he might take a small disagreement with that.
You think?
Well, I'm not sure how he remembers it.
They all start kind of chuckling and looking at each other and smiling.
Oh, I'm going to end up regretting this, but let's try. I put my hand into my pocket and sort of, and using my fingers, try and make a very obvious sort of like what appears to be like a gun from inside the pocket. I will try and resolve this peacefully.
It's like the Mr. Bean movie where he's like.
I'd have no idea, but sure.
Hold on a second.
I often wondered at what point I would be able to say, "Oh, I'm showing my age now." I think it just happened.
What, the Mr. Bean movie?
Yeah. I know.
Well, I remember the series, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember when Mr. Bean was Blackadder.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I know him as
Roll
Blackadder.
initiative.
Oh,
Initiative. Here we go.
work. Drat.
Right, Church.
7.
7. Card Orc, what did you get?
Ooh, a mighty 2.
Sorry?
A mighty 2.
I thought you said 82.
I thought you said 92.
Eli.
14.
14. Oh dear. Chen.
23.
23. Courtney.
16.
16. Chen. You're up.
Are they making any sort of aggressive movements towards us, or?
Oh yeah, they've suddenly drawn their weapons.
Huh. I will take 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I will side glance to Eli and ask him now.
I hold until they let them come to us.
Okay. I will take one more step forward and actually, no, I will step in front of Eli.
Okay. Protecting. Okay. So it is Ada's turn.
Heads up, we're against the edge and SE swashbuckler.
I was going to say, spoiler alert. Just seen why.
That's... Sorry?
I've seen that, yeah.
Spoiler alert, I've just seen why one of them doesn't look like it's quite there. Yeah.
I don't know whether that's the same one. I don't know whether I've labelled them right. So, yeah. Okay.
We'll find out.
The one in front of you, this one here.
What weapons do they have?
Okay, the one. So the one that I just said was going to take actions. She is equipped with a quarterstaff. The thing that you didn't think was there. You can see a rapier and perhaps some other weapons. And the other chap looks unequipped. He's got a crossbow on his back. Other than that, looks unequipped.
Okay.
So yeah, this one here suddenly is invisible.
Well, shit.
And where's the invisibility thing?
Just move it to the DM layer, don't you? Or
Yeah.
if you put it truly invisible for us, otherwise we know where it is.
Yeah. Okay. Right. There you go.
Yeah.
Disappeared.
Yeah. Much more exciting now.
Slightly terrifying as well, but yeah.
We just finished her move though. Right. Courtney.
My hands are doing. Where you got? Where you got?
Oh, I broke the cat toy.
Break the cat?
No, the cat toy. I was playing with it and broke it.
Oh.
She's gonna hate me. Told the Dead. No, I can't do that. This first one I can see. Let's Eldritch Blast. $16 to hit.
16 on what one, sorry?
This one.
That one. That one, 16 hits.
Okay, so that is 6 points of force damage. And then for my second beam, I'll
Force
go for-
damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
It
second beam I'll
doesn't.
go for-
It doesn't look like it does the effect that you think it does. You see an amulet that he is wearing around his neck as the impact starts to glow.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I want it. And then 19 on this one.
19, that hits.
And that's 9 points of force damage.
Okay. Okay, anything else?
That's all.
Eli, your turn.
My turn, yes. I will. I will try and make. Do they both have their weapons drawn?
Everyone's got their weapons drawn.
That's what their weapons drawn. So this one's got a rapier, was it?
Yes. That you
And
can
the other
see.
one's got.
It's quite like
And the other one's got a crossbow.
on his back. He is not. I mean, he's got his fists up.
Okay, I will make a disarming shot against the guy with the rapier, which is a normal shot. When I make a attack, I may expend a grip point on a hit. The creature takes damage and must succeed on a strength saving throw, DC 14, or drop one held object of my choice and have that object be pushed 10 feet away from them.
Okay, you've got to hit first.
Yep.
Swing, bada, 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 swing.
Come hit you with a lyrical thing. Wow.
24 to hit.
That's a hit. So it's strength saver though, yeah?
Yes. And they will take normal damage.
Sorry for the random bit of 90s garage there.
It was a strength saving throw of 11.
DC 14, so no.
Okay, so he's one of his weapons is he drops, yeah?
The one that he's assuming he's drawn the rapier, then the
Okay,
rapier.
the rapier gets dropped. And how much damage did you say?
Normal, which is aggravatingly high. 12.
12, okay.
You didn't just disarm him, he blew his hand off.
Okay, anything else?
No, that will be all from me.
Okay. Is the Genasi's turn. He is going to he is going to levitate. So above your heads. I'm on the wrong layer. You know.
Back some other characters are coming.
And he's going to move up. So there.
How high above us is he?
No more than 10, I think.
Hold on.
Oh, I know what I should have done. Held an action to hit the first person that come near me. Oh well.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were going to
20
do,
feet.
you know.
So, no, he's going to go full 20 feet. 20 feet
Okay.
off the ground, so about 10 feet above you. I'd imagine. 10, 11 feet. And that is his turn. Church, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to step forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, and get right up behind Eli. And I'm going to cast a new spell I've got.
Ooh.
Spirit Guardians. So anything, they calls forth a bunch of spirits to protect me. They're going to flit around me for a distance of 15 feet. So anything that comes within 15 feet of us now. So when I cast the spell, doesn't any number of creatures you can see unaffected by it. It's hard in the area. Yeah, so anytime any one of the bad guys enters an area within 15 feet of me, they're going to have their speed halved. And when they first move in, or when they start their turn, they need a wisdom saving throw, or they're going to take 3d8 radiant damage.
That's 15 foot, yeah?
Yeah, 15 feet of me, essentially. So,
Okay.
1, 2, 3. So the one you've got there is alright at the minute, but if he starts his turn there next turn, we're going to roll some dice, and I'll pass there.
He's 20 foot in the air.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course
so
he is,
he
yeah,
wouldn't
so
be.
yeah, he's going to be outside anyway.
He wouldn't be. Okay.
Just
Anything
trying
else?
No, just trying to give you some cover if anything gets in toe-to-toe
Okay,
contact
well,
with him.
It's my guys go. He's gonna. He's gonna quickly whip out his light crossbow from his back. He is going to take aim at Chen, who is in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he is also going to take a sneak attack on that.
Oh.
Because he's got people around you.
Within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, not that you can see.
Sneaky.
Right, I've brought down the number of places be to 7 squares.
Okay, that's 22 to hit.
Yep, hits.
Because technically the place underneath the agency is open.
Whoa.
Well, on the invisible guy's turn, next turn, if he doesn't move, he's going to become visible.
Oh no, that's the one. Hold on, sorry.
Thanks to Church's marvelous spell.
Yeah, so 12. That's 19 points of piercing damage from his crossbow.
Yeah, take it like a man.
Take it like a man. That is his turn. So, Cardork, your turn.
You're out of hammer range, boy. Come on.
So, just to be absolutely clear, I can't see the invisible guy.
No.
Therefore, I don't know where he is.
He's either there, 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 or there.
Or here. Or here. Or here.
Because I have a spell whereby if I hit him,
Here.
he won't be able to be
Well, no.
invisible anymore.
If he got sneak attack on me,
Yes,
he's got
true.
me within 5
But that's
feet.
metagaming.
That's what I was going to say. Without metagaming, then yes, could be anywhere. Through metagaming, it's within 7 squares around.
No, he's 20 feet up in the air.
Okay.
Like Minesweeper.
Oh, well, they'll be screwed. I was terrible at that.
I think. Where am I in here?
We're not particularly good either.
No, there's no point doing that. That'll be a better idea. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Branding Smite.
Oh, shit.
What?
I've not seen you use magic other than smacking people.
Well, this one allows me to smack.
Okay.
So I've cast that, which gives me basically 2d6 radiant damage to my target when I hit it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to this guy and hit it.
He's 20 feet up in the air.
Oh, right.
Okay, as you approach this spot here, you will,
Bump into someone.
Oh, there you go. Okay, it says I bump into that guy, then I'll hit whatever I bump into.
He was holding an action.
Okay, well, that's fine for him, but I'm going to hit him anyway.
Okay, he will. He will first of all do his. He's going to cast Burning Hands.
That's all right.
15-foot cone. So it'll be that one. That one. So it'll be Church, Eli, Chen, and Robork.
That's fine.
15-foot cone. I don't think would affect.
Oh, sorry.
10
Was
from
that
there.
Roadblock I moved?
Oh no, it wouldn't. No, it would be.
Sorry,
it'd be-
I moved the wrong token.
Oh, so it'll be
It'd be
Cardor,
Cador,
Eli,
and Church.
Did he start his turn within 15 feet of me?
This isn't his turn. He ended his
Oh,
turn.
held an
and
action.
then-
Okay.
So everybody there,
Whose
can
side
you
on?
make a DC check, dexterity?
Dexterity.
No.
I think
No, I can't.
I rolled
Dex
10.
save was it?
You
Yeah.
don't need to.
Ooh, this is going to be fairly decent.
There's my
You
one.
don't need to.
Why?
You're not in the cone.
Woo!
Am I? No, I'm like
22.
right up in front. Am I in it or not?
No, you're not in it.
No, you're not.
Ah.
Hold on.
Damn it.
Hold on. Right. It was a DC 12.
Okay.
Hey, I got
Yeah, no,
22.
fell for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. You two will take 11 points of burning damage. The others will take half.
That sucks.
That's all right.
Half rounded up or down.
Cardork, you're free to finish your move.
Brilliant. Well, I will give him a bash, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that
no.
half? Is that half damage rounded up or down?
It's
down.
down, isn't it?
So that's a 22. Is that a hit?
22 is a hit.
And that is 7 plus 6. So that's 13 magical bashing radiant damage.
13. Okay.
And he is stuff now. That stuff is he is invisible. He is now visible if he was invisible, and that he now sheds a dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible until the spell ends.
Awesome. Right. Anything else?
No.
Yes, one thing.
Oh yeah. Yes.
It's a she.
That one's a she. Yeah, that's Ada.
Okay. I'm not saying that.
Robork doing anything?
Yeah, I guess he can. He'll come here, and then I suppose he can't really do anything else because everyone else is in the way. Can
You can move through friendlies.
Okay, well, you go there, then there, and then hit with advantage.
He'll also take an opportunity. No, he's too high for that. No, that's fine. Robork's not as tall, is he?
I need to. Where's my? Oh, there it is. There's me. So he will try and hit him. Getting a 20 something or other. 22.
Sure, that's a hit.
Oh, here's my D8. D8. Getting 8 points of force damage.
8 points of force damage. Anything else?
No.
Nope. Chen, your turn.
I will look back over to Eli. How about now?
Yes, now would be
Alright.
appropriate.
Even before he'd even answered me back, I start to growl, rip my coat off, throw it on the floor, and go beast mode.
Okay.
That beast man, what do you know about taking off your clothes?
Just need to actually turn it on.
Any excuse to get naked in public, eh?
Damn right.
Wouldn't it be funny if instead of turning into a wolf, you turned into like a little chihuahua? Or
Yeah.
something?
Or it was in some kind of anti-magic field and it didn't work.
I will take a step forward, and I will go. Actually, is that a bonus action to do that? I can't remember. Hang on. Give me. Yes, bonus action, so can't use my crimson right. I'll just take 2 hits at the guy.
Which one?
The mage guy.
This one.
Yeah, it's the only one I can attack at the moment.
Sure.
with claws. Motherfucking natural 20.
Okay, yep.
It's not been a good night until we've had a motherfucking natural 20.
So that is 7. That is 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Wait,
the
you changed
second
the
hit.
light.
Okay.
It's good timing as well because we're post watershed right now.
And 26 to hit.
That's a hit.
What the Christ?
Oh, that was way more. That was not what I expect. Sorry.
For another 8 points of slashing.
8. Okay, you've knocked her to the ground. She collapses into a crumpled, bloodied heap on the floor. Certainly wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I'll bet. I will then turn and face the. I can't reach that guy, so fuck it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will run up to the guy that hit me last time.
Sure. Okay, that's fine. Courtney, your turn.
I'm just a little disturbed at what I just read.
I just read the last part.
Yeah.
Oh, I read it all.
Jesus.
This one that's up in the air.
Sure.
I will hit with my.
Rhythm stick.
With my longbow.
Oh dear. But yeah, sure.
I will not hit it.
Okay, you won't hit it.
I will. That's my turn done.
Can I hear music?
No.
No. He's hearing things again.
No,
No,
I
he's
can
right.
hear
I can
something.
hear something faintly as well. Yeah. Yeah, come on.
Look, by chance, are you listening to the song?
Oh God, no! You'd know about us first listening to that.
Anyway, sure.
No, would I?
What were we doing? The music distracted me. Courtney, yes.
Yeah. I missed. So.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Eli.
You listen to some fucked up things.
That's the CKY crew, Skeletor versus Beastman. Fucking fantastic song. Bam Margera at his best.
I will move to here.
Okay.
And I will take a shot at this guy.
Okay.
So when does sneak attack come into effect?
When you've got advantage.
Is it also when someone's in range, or is
if someone's within 5 foot,
Yeah.
which I currently am if you're hitting the guy next to me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 26 to hit.
That's a hit.
D8. I need another D6. There we go. 14.
What damage type?
Pew pew.
Just normal
Okay,
pew?
Normal pew pew.
Sure.
And as a speech, I'll turn back to Church and say, "Stabilize her."
Stabilize her? Why?
Just do as you're told.
You want them alive? Okay.
Not awake, just not bleeding out.
Not dead. Okay.
You say as your guardians are flying around you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else, Eli?
No, that's it.
Okay. Right. The Genasi will slowly come down and head towards Kadork.
Fine.
that puts him in range. So I'm going to ask him to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
A wisdom saving throw. That's 11.
11, fail.
Mhm.
Yep. So he's going to take 3d8 radiant for a total of 15.
15 radiant damage.
Yeah, 15 radiant, yeah.
Okay, sure. He is now going to make his attacks on to Kardork. He's actually going to make 2 dagger attacks. He's got a dagger in his other hand. So 23 to hit.
Yeah.
6 piercing damage. And again, 23 to hit and 5 piercing damage.
Excessive.
He's no longer levitating because he's lost his concentration. But he is then going to take the disengage and move back into the shadows. Church.
Where's this body that Eli wants me to...
One between Cadork and Robork.
Oh, it was there, yeah.
Is there? Right, so I'll step over. On his wishes, I'll step over and cast Spare the Dying on it.
Okay.
And that,
On it.
on her.
They are stabilized.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's it. That's all I can do, really.
Okay. The other chappie is going to then attack Chen. Hold on, no. There you go.
You all right back there, Courtney?
Yeah. It's safe over here.
He's going to make 2 fist attacks.
He's a
16 to hit Chen.
Miss.
Okay.
Jesus.
17 to hit.
Just hits.
That's 12 slashing damage.
Slashing?
Apparently it's slashing damage. It says on my sheet. But that doesn't sound
All
right.
right.
at all, but...
That's 6 because of my reduction.
Okay, sure.
Perform an experiment for a second. Hang on.
And as a bonus action, he's going to, from the holster which you didn't spot at his side because of his dark clothing, he's going to pull a weapon out, and he is going to point it towards Eli. It's like a shotgun style of a weapon, one that you haven't seen before. It is going to attack you. So that's a 20 to hit, Eli.
20.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
I'm going to use my reaction to Sentinel attack him.
okay. Let me just resolve this, and then we can do that. Yeah. Okay. So you will take 13 points of force damage.
I foresee big ouch coming up.
You will be pushed 5 foot back.
In any particular direction?
It just says away from me, but you can't. So, oh yeah, there you go. That would be yeah.
I will take my Sentinel attack.
Sure, go ahead.
A natural 20.
That's a hit.
How much damage was it?
13 force.
13 force.
11 slashing.
Is that just normal slashing? It's not magical in any way.
Just normal.
Kardork, your turn.
She's not floating around anymore, is she? No. I guess I'll come over to her then and give her a... Ooh, actually, should I first?
Okie dokie.
What?
So no, that's fine. Go ahead.
I don't like the way you said okie dokie. I
It's
suddenly feel like I need to question all of my life decisions. Yeah, I'll give her a bash. Why not?
Okay, sure.
You getting cold there, Church?
The 19
Slightly.
19 hits.
for 7 magical bashing damage.
7 magical bashing damage. Anything else?
Robot can't really fit. Well, actually, can robot fit down that alleyway? Like the little bit like next to me. There's that. Is that an overhang or is the roof?
It's an overhang, so yeah, you could fit there.
Lovely. Yeah, we'll go to the other side again and hit from the rear.
Okay.
Getting a 16.
That's a miss.
Ooh. Okay. I'll use my main movement just to move to there and remain there.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay, Chen.
My turn again. I'm going to have to take a wisdom saving throw because I'm currently at 24 HP. Otherwise, I suffer bloodlust. Doesn't really matter because he is the only person within 5 feet of me. Wisdom saving throw.
Is that the thing where you just keep smacking and refuse to stop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only just pass it. I need an 8. So good. So yeah, I will proceed to smack the living daylights out of this guy.
Sure.
So funny last week to be stuck between two things. One of them being a flesh golem.
17.
17 hits.
9 slashing.
9 slashing. Yep.
19 to hit.
That's a hit.
6 slashing.
Yep.
And then I'll use my bonus action to do a second hit. And that's a natural 1.
That's a miss.
You break a claw.
Well, sorry?
Instead of breaking a nail, you break a claw.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, I just roar in his face.
Okay. Courtney, your turn.
Okay. I am going to venture a little bit closer now. Oh! My mouse is going flying.
Why?
The cat's got the wire.
Oh. She's under the desk and yeah, grab
Oh,
the...
brilliant.
I just saw the mouse go across the desk.
We've got ghosts.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay, I'll go for this guy.
Okay.
And I will just use a longbow.
Okay.
11?
That's a miss.
Okay, I tried.
Anything
You
else?
vary.
No.
Okay.
Unless I'm allowed to hit Chen.
No.
It's Shen.
Shen. Eli.
I'll take another shot at the same guy.
Okay.
Sneak attack would happen again. So that's 18.
18 hits.
Is it? It's 22, but either way. 17.
17, sure. 17 what?
Pew pew. Normal. Really need to get a magical weapon.
Yep.
It's the Agenasi's turn. So she will attack Cardork again.
Why?
Because you're there.
20,
25 to hit.
Yeah.
6 piercing damage.
No.
Second attack, 16 to hit.
Yeah.
6 piercing damage.
No.
And it will take the disengage action.
Possible.
And move that. Church, your turn.
I'm just gonna. Ooh, so you want this one alive, do we? Oh, he's gone.
I think Eli's had to pop off for 5 seconds.
Well, he doesn't get a choice then. 1, 2, 3, 4
Young lad's only got a little bladder.
here, and I'll cast Guiding Bolt. Max
Oh
level.
shit! Fuck! You want him dead.
Well, I've not been told to save the life of this one, so yeah.
It's gonna come back to a burnt, charred corpse.
So that's going to be. Ooh, 20 to hit. Non-natural.
He hits.
For a total of. How much was that again? 66.
You looked quite happy with yourself there.
Wow. $22 radiant.
Ooh.
2. Again, it doesn't look to have the impact that you think it does.
Ah, okay. Because of the now slightly dim mystical light glittering on him, though, the next attack against him will have advantage.
Ooh.
And I'll end there.
And as you hit him, the amulet in his chest, well, on his chest, goes brighter and brighter until it explodes into a dazzling array of light. Everyone in a 20-foot radius. So is that Chen and Church?
Yeah.
Will take 1d20 damage.
1d20?
Yeah, 1d20.
Oh, that.
The fuck?
That's 11 points of force damage.
At least with like
Right.
a
And
3d6,
you are
there's
pushed-
going to be an average.
You are both pushed back 5 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Back.
Hold on. 11.
It is now his turn. He will, at this point, throw a small bag onto the floor, which explodes in a cloud of smoke, 30 feet in radius. You can't see more than 5 feet in front of you. And he will start going.
Chicken.
Cardork, your turn.
Well, if anyone wants to go after that floating bitch, it ain't gonna be me because I need a heal.
You have your own heals, don't forget.
Yeah, I know. I remember this time. I'm gonna cast some healing on myself.
My next time might be funny.
Get myself some 13 HP left back.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. Roadwalk is going to pursue and have a stab.
Sure.
Only get a 9.
That'll be a miss.
It will be a miss.
Chen, you're up.
It's Shen.
Yeah, Shen.
Shen.
Wisdom saving throw. Church is lucky. I pass.
Hang on, what? It comes at me as well?
Yeah. If I fail it, I go towards the closest person.
Did I say I was there? I'm sure I was like right over here or something.
Because this is going to go really badly at a moment and get a TPK at any point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Keep me above 24 health. That's all you gotta do. So I can't see where that other guy went, can I?
No, you could just see a wall of fog in front of you.
How thick is the wall of fog, I wonder? I don't know where the other guy went, so I'm just going to attempt to go this way. Am I out of the fog?
Yeah, it's thinning out there. Yeah.
Okay. Can I see him then?
Yes.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will then use the speed running thing, whatever it's called.
Parkour!
Dash.
Parkour!
Dash, that's the word.
Oh.
And I'll dash right up to him.
Okay, sure. Okay. Courtney, your turn. So at the moment, from where you are, you can't actually see any enemy. They're kind of all scattered in multiple directions, apart from the one that Church has stabilized.
I will hold an action in case anyone comes into my view. So I will hold a longbow attack.
Okay. Sure. Eli, your turn.
I feel like it's really risky going after Chen, or Shen, rather.
Shen.
Chin.
Shen.
Chin.
Chin.
Shin. It's
Chun.
Shin, is it?
Chun.
Shin.
Chun-Li. Hen.
Well, we're in enough danger as is. First. You know, I'll make sure that he gets
You're
there.
still in the fog there, so you can't see anything.
I can make it up to here with that.
Yeah, it's
Wait.
just coming out of it there, yeah.
So there. Oh,
Mhm.
not there. There. Oh, this is rather close to the danger wolf.
It's fine. As long as he's closer, it's fine.
Yeah, but he's about to bolt. Right, let's.
Oh, hang on. I've disconnected from Roll20.
Oh. Anything else, Eli?
Uh,
Oh, mine has as well.
I will take a.
Let me just roll.
Her head was under there.
Oh, hello. I've gone as well.
Yeah, I'm just reconnecting now. Oh, hopefully, fingers crossed.
I'm still
Has
That's
roll-
awkward. That's awkward.
Has roll 20 gone down?
No, hope not.
I'm back in.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
back.
coming out now,
Yeah, mine's still working fine.
There you go.
I will have to.
So, Eli, what were you doing?
There you go. I will take another shot at the guy.
Sure, go ahead.
21 to hit.
That's a hit.
14.
14. Okay. Church. Oh, no, it's the Edge and Arcee's turn first. They are going to cast Levitate on themselves again. Then bonus action disengage. And then skip over this house. Which would be all of its movement and its actions. So, Church, your turn.
I'll stumble blindly backwards. 1, 2. Am I out the fog here?
Yeah.
3. Quick call out. Is everybody all right here?
Yeah,
Does anybody require aid? You've gone the other way. I'm not going through the fog.
Yeah, I'm good.
And then I'll just wander up because I can't really see anything, so I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to wander up to Cardork and just try and find out what's going on and who's still alive and where everyone's gone.
Yeah, I'll just explain how I'm fine.
Do you feel in charge, Cuddle?
Yeah.
Excellent. Right,
In the
that's
distance, you hear a howl.
yeah, I'll call it there. I feel it'd be cheeky to sneak through the thick of the smoke, and
Okay.
I'll pass it there.
Okay. It is his turn again. He's going to take one action, and he draws, gets out a pocket knife or a small knife from his pocket, and draws it across the palm of his hand. And those close to him can hear a sizzling sound from the dagger. And he will then continue moving away.
I will take sentinel attack.
Sure.
You may want to leave him there in case I hit.
Yeah.
17.
17 hits.
Another 7 slashing.
He'll take 7 slashing.
He now has movement of 0.
Sure. As you attack him, spots of blood come off of him and start burning your skin. You take 5 points of acid damage.
Oh, fucking
as you
cat.
do that.
5 points of acid.
Yeah.
The fuck is this guy?
2, 3, 4, 5. Cardork, your turn.
Well, there's not a whole lot I can do really at the moment. I reach into my bag of holding and pull out a bottle of wine and start sipping on it.
Okay. Cardork is drinking. Is Robork joining you?
He's standing next to me, waiting patiently.
Okay.
Just hand one out to church and just stand there, just
Cool.
drinking and just catch my
Glug,
breath.
glug.
Chen, your turn.
Alrighty. This could be fun. Wisdom saving throw. I fail. I'm going to roll a d20. On odds, I hit Eli. Evens, I hit the guy. Odds.
Oh.
With a nat
so
1 as well.
That's good, smart.
I slowly turn around, look at you, Eli, sort of snarl but smile at the same time as I take 2 attacks on you.
14 to hit.
26.
That'll be a yes.
7 points of slashing.
Okay, I must remember to use my second wind ability on my turn.
Next hit. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Another 6 points of slashing.
Okay, I'm now on 6 hit points.
Okay.
Have another go.
I'm seeing if I have to, or it's my
Shut it,
choice.
church.
Give me a
Why
second.
are you, Eli? You're not counting this as damage, are you? It's church, isn't it?
No, that's Eli.
It's
Standing
Eli
next to
there.
me.
Oh right. Oh, sorry. For some reason, I thought it was church.
No, church
Because I'm
is
seeing-
decided with me getting pissed.
I've only got the one monitor, so I've had to zoom out quite a lot in order to get the 2 windows in.
Doesn't say. It says you throw towards the nearest enemy. You attack using the attack direction. You can determine what. Doesn't say that I have to use all of the attacks, so I will save you, Eli, and not use my bonus action.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hilarious.
Had to
And
open
with
your
that, I
mouth,
will
didn't you, church?
pass my turn.
Do you
Okay.
need aid?
Yes.
Courtney, your turn.
I'm still in the kind of fog.
You're not, no.
No, whereabouts is that then? Is that
The fog
That's
is around here.
Here somewhere.
oh, okay. Well, I don't like being over there on my own, so I'll come over and thinking that everything is sorted. I
Join in
will-
the drinking.
Yes.
While Eli gets his sliced.
Anything else,
My
Courtney?
Yeah, that's all.
Eli, your
Can
turn.
we slightly bemused by being attacked by my friend here? I'm still going to go after him and figure that out later. Although I think first of all I'm going to use my bonus action to use second wind whilst I still remember to do so.
Okay.
So that's a D10 plus 3, which is 9. Then I will take another shot at the guy I've been chasing.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to say, because of that acid damage, Shen, you lose 5 AC until the end of combat.
Oh dear.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you. Sorry, Eli, carry on.
Oh dear. 10 to hit. I assume
That's
not.
a miss, yeah.
I will then action surge and take another shot. And I will have to reload on my next turn.
You're not 5th level warrior, are you?
Nope.
No. Anything else, Eli?
Yeah. Action surge.
Yeah.
So that's
Do you get an attack of opportunity if he moves away?
I don't know.
No, I would say not, because it's about rage rather than.
Yeah.
He's not really taking on the opportunity, is he? 'Cause he's not thinking of it tactically.
No.
It's just
15 to hit.
15 to hit. Just hits.
Just hits.
Yeah.
16 of
16.
normal pew pew.
Okay. Again, you see the amulet glowing as you hit him. Anything else?
Yep.
Yeah.
I just moved back 5 foot.
Okay, cool. The Air Genasi is going to use its turn to just come off the battlefield. It is gone into the darkened streets of Stormhome. You don't know where. Church, your turn.
I'll poke my head around this corner and see what's going on. 4, 5, 6. And I can see
Shen,
Shen.
battered and bruised. Yeah.
I think you'll find the E is silent. It's shun.
Shen. That's the That's the
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay, let's do this. Guiding bolt level 2.
Okay.
How about ouch?
Heal me.
Name.
That's a 25.
Leave me
Hits.
alone, I'm your friend.
Okay, that hits.
And it's only level 2, so it's only 5d6 damage. 16 radiant.
16 again doesn't seem to do as much damage as you think it does. But again, the amulet glows even brighter and explodes in a torrent of light.
Well, did the claws seem to be doing full damage?
More or less. I'm not going to go into too much detail.
There's some seriously funky magics going on at work here.
That is 13 points of force damage on Shen, and you are moved back 5 foot.
And I fall on the floor.
It's probably for the best, especially in Eli's sake.
Oh, and it is his turn, and he will take this opportunity then to. Well, he'll take the dash action, and he will be off the board.
Yeah. I'll immediately step forward and pump neck full of.
You immediately step forward and start pumping Shen.
Pumping Shen, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The hand placement for when I do.
You are
go
out of
with-
initiative now, so do as you will.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Where's my first level spells gone? There we go. Cure wounds, level 1. It's gonna be 1d8 plus 3 plus another 2 because of my healer trait. So 1d8 plus 5, 12 hit points. I presume you lose your wolf form. When
Yes,
you...
I do. As soon as I fall unconscious,
Yeah, that's fine.
I transform back.
I don't want you. I don't want to stand up and be the first thing you see when.
Actually, let me
do you
look.
think? Do you think we should RP it like most werewolf films when he's butt naked when he goes back to his?
No,
human form?
I've got clothes on.
As he stands up, Church looks down and looks back up and says, "Is it cold, sir?"
Let's have a look.
I'll go back to the female aggressor.
Sure. Yeah. He's unconscious but stable.
Unconscious but stable. Good. How far away are we from Golden Dragon Inn?
From here, not very far away.
Not very far. Okay.
That was a fair few spell slots for that fight. That's 4 spells.
I'll say to Cadok, there's no time for drinking now. We'll have plenty of time for that later. And I'll be useful and help me bring her back to the inn.
What? Sorry, can anyone understand what this little human's talking about?
Why on earth did I think that was going to go well?
If there's no time for drinking, then there's no time to be carrying unconscious corpses around either. Unconscious bodies, unconscious corpses.
What we could do is cut it up into smaller pieces. We can all take a little bit each, and then we can get to the pub quicker.
No.
So on that, I'll pull out my sword from my mechanical box and just.
And I draw my gun and point it at you. Show us which one's fastest.
So quick to violence.
Well, taking it as a joke, had you not decided to make good on it?
Tie her up, let's get her off the streets.
I mean, I'll do it myself if I have to. I'm not too worried about that.
I'm not wasting a spell on her.
No, it's fine. We'll just wait for her to come back to consciousness. But I do want to question her back at the.
Where are you taking her?
Back to the.
Things to.
To take
boat.
her back to the
boat
or Golden. Which one are we staying at the moment?
You stayed in the on the Lady Julian. You haven't got a room. You haven't got a room anywhere else organised.
The boat is being modified right now. We'll find saws, hammers, nails.
I mean, I've got all of that in my bag.
Church is remembering his old days.
Yeah, Church is having a dark moment.
How about this? Why don't we take it down a back alley? There's drainage in back alleys.
I said question, not torture.
I don't entirely understand your propensity to want to keep everything alive.
Yeah, it goes back to what happened in the war. As I said before, it affected me differently than it did.
So are you heading back to the Lady Julian?
Yes.
I vote the boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
You get there with no difficulty at all. And that's probably, before we get into an interrogation scheme, probably the place to stop. Rather than I don't want to stop halfway through an interrogation, so yes.
Fair enough.
You've managed to drag her back to the Lady Julian. And there you go.
I am so sorry, Eli.
Yeah, you should be.
Are you?
Nope.
You have no memory of your previous controller or controllee.
Right, as I say, so that'll be it for this week's episode. Stay tuned for next week. Like Ian mentioned at the top of the show, we will be having a Call of Cthulhu game. There is also still Baldur's Gate to get around. Also, subscribe to YouTube channels, especially. Ian does post more Candlekeep content directly to them, and then there is also the Magic Games on Friday.
Thursday nights.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday nights, your live streams Magic Days. So, yes, thank you very much and tune in next week.
It's been fun.
Thank you.
Everybody
Bye-bye.
wave and smile. Bye.
Bye.
Come on,
Smile and wave,
Shun.
boys.
Come on,
Smile
Shun.
and
Wave, Shun. Thanks.
wave.